Are RuneScape streams dying?
Thoughts on why so many old school streamers get so many less viewers now? I think just in general, RuneScape on Twitch isn't as big as it used to genuinely be. Twitch is a big platform now. It might.
Is that true, guys? Is that true that RuneScape is not what it used to be? I know they got rid of the bots, so the player count has tanked. In fact, how many players are playing right now? Jagex has been getting rid of the bots, but it has made an impact on the overall player base. If you go to the, what is it? Old school RuneScape homepage. Is that where it shows the number of players? 120K people playing. I think when I started playing RuneScape, guys, there was 250,000 people playing. But I think a lot of those were bots. And now they've banned most of them. So I think when I started coming over, they called it like the golden or platinum age of RuneScape. A lot of people were playing. There was nothing to do in World of Warcraft. There's still nothing to do in World of Warcraft, by the way. There's still literally nothing to do. I don't know what anyone's doing over there. That's why Zaryu's playing Warcraft 3. It's just crazy. So right here, 120K. RuneScape is down. However, during DMM, it hits all-time records, but not for people playing for viewership. And this specific video is about viewership. So, are RuneScape streams dying? I mean, RuneScape's never been a big category. I would tell you, like, the top RuneScape streamers are number 1, Odablock, number 2, Bodhi. Number 3 is like, I will call number 3 a wild card slot. Number 3 is Foe whenever there's new content. But he's not number 3 whenever there isn't new content. I would say Dino is number 3 right now. He gets a lot of views. I'm sure there's like a tracker to show the number of viewers. And then I would say like anybody like number 3 through 5 is like a rotating wheel. Like it could even like number 3 could be No Monkey, it could be Mr. Mammal. It just depends on like the time of day and what type of event is going on at the time. You know what I mean? Like it kind of just rotates. And like number 3 through 5 is like a rotation of different streamers. There's probably like a website or whatever that would show it. I would say It's Will could be number 3. I would say he probably is number 3. Like to get It's Will gets like 2,000 viewers streaming variety, which is like you're a massive streamer if you can get 2,000 viewers playing variety. Like that is insane. Nobody else leaves the RuneScape or WoW section and gets that many views. With the exception of Oda, he could probably do whatever he wants. Will hasn't streamed RuneScape in a year. He played with me in the Samsung event though. We played in the Samsung event together. All right, let's see what Bodhi's saying.
Might be dying or be way smaller than maybe its previous highs. RuneScape as a category isn't anywhere near as big as it used to be, you know. Family vacation. True. Everyone's 35 now, you know. Why do I think that is? I don't know, mate, you know. Probably the whole adpocalypse shit on Twitch now. You have to realize the first few years of Twitch, you know, ads weren't even a thing. Streamers had to manually run them, but there was just zero money in it, so no one ran them. So Twitch was basically ad-free for years. Sand Casino? Come on, man. Adblock also used to work. There you go. All the kids watch IRL streamers slop now. Very true, yeah, but I don't really know how many kids watch RuneScape streams ever. But yeah, I think they're all just going IRL, scroll down, first full screen female, insta-click, or...
Bruh. IRL streaming is massive. I don't know if anybody saw the Streamer University. Kai getting like 600,000 or 700,000 viewers at Streamer University. That is some crazy content, bro.
Or, you know, freaking Kai Sinat's live, 100k Andy, boom, they're straight there, bro. And then they join, they follow, and then bam, W's in the chat. Streamers getting less views because old school's declining. I don't think old school's declining in the slightest. I think RuneScape as a category on Twitch might be. But I also don't know if it's just other categories doing higher. But Twitch, again, when you used to watch Twitch years back, you know, ads weren't a thing. Now ads are everywhere. Shit like that, so... RuneScape on Kick is also quite big. Very carried by the Big O, but RuneScape's one of the few games where Kick might actually overtake. Other than that, if any creator went over to Kick, their careers now Dead. Look at sick nerds, bro. Because Twitch took some action on viewbots. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is it fair to say that RuneScape creators have been viewbotted real?
God dang it. I hate view bots. I hate botting. I hate botting in general. I hate flopping in soccer. Oh man. Can we just get rid of it, guys? It's just annoying. But listen, I think that people are getting older and maybe they just have less time to watch streams. And while it could be it is a good thing and a bad thing, because I feel like as a streamer, your audience, you know, maybe has an Amazon membership. They have the opportunity to give you a Twitch Prime, which is in our age range. Whereas like the kids that are, you know, watching the Roblox, Fortnites, like the whatever's hot right now, Rocket League. I don't know what the younger kids watch. I have no idea. I'm out of touch. Minecraft, they might not have a Twitch Prime to throw down. So I feel like you get a lot of older people who kind of just tune in every once in a while. They throw you the Twitch Prime like that. That's what allows me to keep streaming. So like I appreciate those guys. So I think it's a blessing and a curse to have an older audience. Maybe you have less viewers, but you have more loyal viewers who are down to throw down the $5 a month so they don't have to watch ads when they're watching you. So yeah, I can see that the RuneScape audience is like aging out, but they have less time to watch streams. And so I would imagine that trend could continue. And then, of course, you have spikes. You have a lot of spikes whenever there's new content. I think Raids 4 will be the biggest spike in RuneScape in a very long time. A raid is more hype than sailing, more hype than a new quest, and in a way, more hype than DMM. Now, let me tell you, maybe not in viewership, but definitely more hype for people to come back and play the game. You know what I mean? People playing the game again. Sard, you're in the top 10, big dog. Guys, I haven't. What is this for the past? Most watched old school RuneScape Twitch streamers, July 2026. Oh, Perp is killing it right now. Oh, I'm number 10. Guys, I've been out sick too, and EVscape's been on the subathon. Damn, I cannot believe I'm in the top 10. That's crazy. I'm not in the top 10 because Odablock's number 1. Old school RuneScape. Why is old school RuneScape number 1? Most watch. Is this from DMM? Do you guys notice that every single person here, every single person was in DMM and I was not? You guys notice that? All these people were all in the DMM. Every single person is in DMM, except for Ginger Beardy. Good for him, man. Unbelievable. All right, we need to check this again whenever the DMM numbers fall off. Because I think that Twitch will not be number 1 when the DM numbers fall off. I don't think Twitch ever goes live. So that has to be from like the past 30 days or something, which I had surgery. I went to Greece. Before that, I went to Dead Man Chicago. So I haven't been streaming a lot, actually. This has been the most amount of time I've ever taken off from streaming since I started 3 years ago. And it's been weird. It's been weird to take this much time off. And I don't know. I'm happy to be back into like the normal schedule again. You know what I mean? And I feel like we have some exciting stuff coming up. And I'm about to be taking probably more time off. But actually, no. Yes and no. So when I go to BlizzCon, I want to do a live stream. I want to start doing more IRL streams. And I'm going to try to reach out and get Triumphant, Lake, and Nine Rain to do a live stream here. And we do a RuneScape live stream, an IRL stream. I'd really like to do some IRL stuff. I wish EVscape lived closer because I would link up with him all the time. Because EVscape has been doing a lot of IRL streams, and I've been kind of getting fired up about doing more IRL again lately. And nobody in the old school RuneScape section does IRL, and I think it'll do well. I think it'll do well because a lot of the big guys, like think about FaZe Clan, they're all gamers who started doing IRL, and now they just do IRL because it makes 10 times more money. So at some point, there has to be like this. It's obvious that IRL is more successful than gaming. Not saying I would ever quit gaming, but if it was making 10 times more money, I'd probably have to. I just don't like IRL streaming that much. I like gaming. I'm a DJ, so it'd be very hard for me to ever quit gaming. I feel like I would do like the soda popping route regardless, and still DJ and game no matter what, and just occasionally do like a IRL stream. Prison Throw does IRL vids but not streams. Yeah, yeah, he does do that. Look at Asmon. All he does is react. But Asmon and Hassan are like the same, equal and opposite. Like this, they're Superman and Lex Luthor type shit. You know what I mean? They got like they're just like they're the same guy, except Hassan didn't play as many video games as Asmon did. Try doing an IRL RS video when you go out. Dude, try to do it, guys. YouTube and streaming, very, very hard to do. You could be a streamer that makes videos about his YouTube videos, but very few people are going to sit down and edit a 20-hour video after streaming 40 to 60 hours a week. It is tough. I don't know how we got on this tangent, but let's keep on playing the video here. Let me see what Bodie's saying here. Let me see his take about why RuneScape streams are dying.
Realistically, for 10 years, secretly, you know? As in, like, other people view buying them, you know? I don't see the point more. Why do you think other streaming platforms might overtake Twitch? Because it might be just a better viewing experience. For all I know, most people, or a lot of people now, like, Kick as a platform, we've seen it go before I signed my contract, after I signed my contract, and now. And Kick is bigger than it's ever been, you know? And most people go there. Why? Because there's no ads. But the platform itself is starting to, like, come together and all that. As for things like Rumble and I want to say YouTube, I still think they're very, very behind.
I don't know. I don't know if the other platforms will take over. YouTube doesn't have half of the features that Twitch has with channel points, interacting with the viewers, like the stream elements integration is okay, but like I just feel like Twitch is just leading the way in Twitch, in live streaming, and with the features and everything that they have on Twitch, and like the way that you can run your ads, or you can integrate things like sound alerts and stuff like that. Is just all the integration is for Twitch, and the other websites are just trying to compete with the no advertisements thing. But Twitch has just been around longer. I don't know if Twitch will ever be dethroned. A lot of people hate Kick because of because it's a loss leader for the gambling website, and they just don't support it. So for that reason, they'll always have a tougher time, I think, gaining new streamers and gaining new audience. And I mean, dude, the views, like, have you ever looked at like the World of Warcraft section on Kick? Non-existent, literally non-existent. Nobody streams WoW on Kick. I don't know why, but there's just no viewership over there. So a lot of games just have no viewership on Kick at all. So it doesn't make sense to go over there either.
I don't know if YouTube streaming's that big, though, to be honest. I don't have the answers. I'm just guessing. But I think the bulk of why Twitch is kind of not as popular anymore is probably because ads are all over Twitch, and they weren't 5 years ago, you know? Twitch had ads forever, but you got paid literally zero. So if you ran a 3-minute ad to your audience back in the day, you get like 20 cents. So it just wasn't even worth using them. But yeah, there's a good chance that someone will join a stream. I've done this before. Join a stream, and ad plays. They just leave straight away. Maybe you forgot what they were even doing. Good chance someone joins the RuneScape stream because that's their muscle memory of what they do. Click a stream, ad plays, bam, that's it, bro. They're off to go watch The Sopranos, mate. They'll catch up on YouTube. So, yeah. I don't know how bad the ads are on Twitch, though, because I have Turbo, so I genuinely never see them. So people say they're, like, ridiculous.
I've never watched an ad on Twitch ever. I don't even know what they look like. I've had Turbo for so long. Hey, you guys, by the way, if you have Turbo, you're actually supporting the streamer more than watching the ads. I think that the streamers, I think we get paid more off Turbo than we do off of like the ads. Like we get paid more off subscriptions. So it actually helps the streamer, and you don't have to worry about it. So if you're I don't know what the motive for me saying that is, but like that's just how it is. No propaganda there. Just like, I'm pretty sure that if you have Turbo, you're actually supporting any streamer that you watch more than if you were sitting there watching the ads. I'm pretty sure that's how it is.
Bad. You know, for me, chilling, mate. But Turbo, I will say, is overpowered. For me, like, if you look at subscriptions, again, it depends on your financial situation. I want to say Turbo is $15 a month or something, which might sound high. Obviously, get an ad block if it works. But the Turbo, if you watch hundreds of hours of streams per year, especially if you're a RuneScape player watching RuneScape streamers, that Turbo will pay for itself so fast. Alternatively, if you don't really watch many streamers on Twitch, you can just sub to them. But again, if you sub to 3 streamers, that becomes more expensive than Turbo that works on every single streamer. YouTube Prems, yeah, because I was saying, like, yesterday, genuinely, we were yapping about ad blocks. I was there, like, if anyone ever is in my stream and they complained about ads or anything, tell them get an ad block, bro. I don't give a shit. Ad block all my content, mate. You know? Do it. But then I realized I don't even have an ad block. But then I was there, like, how do I not see any ads? And I realized the only things I ever do is Twitch and YouTube, and I've got Turbo and YouTube Premium, and it made me realize that's why I don't have any ads. Yeah. Wonder how many Twitch viewers just switched to Kick.
I also have Turbo and YouTube Premium. I have both. I hate watching YouTube ads when I'm watching a YouTube video. And then you get higher quality viewing as well. I have both, and I like having both because I'm a legit bro. I'm such a degen stream watcher. Like I consume. When I'm not streaming, I'm watching streams. It's legit almost all I do, to a point where I think it's pathetic. I'm actually embarrassed at how much I watch streams. Like I on my day off, I'll probably watch 12 hours of streams. What's wrong with me? So yeah, Twitch Turbo is you know what? Screw it. It's called research, guys. You know what? Some copium, it's research for me. I'm looking at what everybody else is doing. I'm trying to see what works. I'm over here writing shit down mentally, of course. And then I'm like, you know, taking notes back to the crib. Maybe I'd try that next time. Maybe I'd try that. You know, I'm looking at what everybody's doing type shit. And it's just research, guys. It's just research, okay? It's different for me. So that's how you beat Drakon? No. I never saw Drakon before I fought him. Guys, Drakon is not that hard of a fight. You just spam yellows until you kill him.
Well, yeah, I stream on 3 different platforms now. I stream on Twitch, I stream on YouTube, and I stream on Kick.
Ash,
Twitch.
Ash, thank you very much for that Prime, sir. You absolute legend. I appreciate that.
Is by far the best place to be for the chat and the actual live stream. Kick is the best place to be for the music only and no advertisements. And then YouTube is the one place you can go where you can watch my stream and play your own music. So I have like 3 different streams that I'm running right now. But I would normally say, you know, some people, I think it might be a bit annoying, but they pop out my stream on Kick, watch that normally, and then they have my Twitch chat open. But then it might not be fully synchronized and shit, so it might be weird. But I couldn't do that personally.
How come not? Am I one of the only streamers that puts all 3 of his chats on the screen? I feel like a lot of other people don't do this. And I love seeing the chat in my VODs. When I go back and I'm watching them, I can see what people are typing and stuff. I don't know. I really like it, but I don't see a lot of other people doing this.
Which site's better for amulets? Only Kick. Why not quad stream and go live on Twitter as well? I don't really know shit about Twitter streaming. I think I'd only really...
Maybe because like if I'm responding to somebody on Kick, I have 2 people chatting on Kick usually on average. And so people from Twitch would be like, dude, nobody said that. But then if you can clearly see on the screen that somebody did, then you're like, oh, that's who he's responding to. Somebody on Kick.
Really want to care about. Because, like, realistically, my 3 streams I do now, they all offer something slightly different. The only reason I'd go live on Twitter is if it paid big money, which I don't think it does. And I'll be honest, who the hell watches on Twitter anyway? It's probably shit.
I have no idea.
That's why you gotta wait for, you know, Elon Musk to buy stream.
I went live on Twitter like 3 times, and I'm like, what am I doing? Who is actually going to be over here watching this?
Mr. Twitter, same as Kick, bro, and they come hit me up like, yo, bro, my name's Elon Musk. You want to stream on Twitter? I'm like, yeah, bro, 10 million pounds, not even dollars for the year, please, bro. And he's like, yeah, go on, I've got the money. And I'm like, yeah, thank you, bro. Scammed him. And then I go live and I play Kingdom Rush all day to 50 views. Twitter is bigger than Kick and Twitch combined for streaming. No, it is not. Streaming on Twitter, I want to say, is the deadest shit, but I'm going to be honest, I don't even know how to find the category. But that also said, to everything I just said about how Twitch, like RuneScape, looks like it's kind of dying, every single streamer now, compared to 10 years ago, is earning more revenue per viewer. So even if someone back in the day, you know, was, or let's just say they're kind of the same, minus a few viewers and all that shit, they will be earning more now. You know, sponsorships are flying around and all that shit. There's a lot more money in streaming now than there was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, there was nothing. And sub buttons came when you actually earned a bit. Nowadays,
your logo looks boring, dude. Guys, let me tell you something. Your logo doesn't mean shit as a streamer. It literally doesn't mean shit. Bodhi's has a picture of his nose. Like, it's a meme. It's literally a meme. Like, your logo doesn't matter. It could literally be anything.
You know, you've got the sponsors and all. Facebook Gaming! Hey, man. Daily Money guys, Facebook Gaming came to me. They wanted me to stream on their platform. And I never signed an NDA, but I said on my stream that Facebook hit me up to stream there, and I said I was going to ask for 10 million for a year. And then later on, the email chain changed to the fact that apparently I broke the NDA and they were no longer interested in me. So that means they were watching when I mentioned I was going to ask for 10 million. I never signed an NDA, I promise you that. If I had signed an NDA, I would not have said shit. What was their offer? There was no offer. They just said, hi, we want you on the platform. What's your price? And like I said, they don't offer anything, so I put an offer in immediately. And that's the highest I'm going to get. If I ask for 10 million, they might be like, okay. And I break it down as well. I was going to break it down of why. And then they're like, you know what? We can only do 6 million, mate. How do you feel? I'm like, thanks, bro. Contract signing. But yeah, I don't know. Apparently they were there and they were a bit upset that I was laughing about the fact that I was like kind of laughing at the fact that I was never going to Facebook unless they pay me that money. So then, yeah, they said I broke the NDA and I was not under an NDA, bro. Should be a shit platform. I mean, that's like I said right now. I've signed to Kick. I've done a platform swap.
Bro, I forgot Facebook has streaming. Does anybody stream on Facebook? Is that for real? I don't think so, man. I actually don't think anybody streams over there. There's no way. Disguised Toast used to. I mean, our people on Facebook have to be like 50 years old minimum. There's just no way. I haven't gone on Facebook 10 years. I like literally Facebook is just an archive for old photos. It's legit MySpace at this point. Nobody's actually on there. No flame though. No flame though if you are.
At one time in my career, I would rather look at my career as never doing it again. So my price for like anything would just be very high now. Because realistically, I don't really want to go, you know. So it'd be the big money. Career resigning money kind of thing, you know. Do we talk about how many viewers people have? What platform makes the most money? Kick makes the most money per viewer, but absolutely no platform. I reckon if I ran 22 minutes of ads an hour on Twitch against one viewer on Kick, you would still earn more. Twitch is a horrible company. Hey, man, they're a horrible company until they sign me exclusively to get me off the multi-streaming show. Twitch is milking their creators' diet. Twitch can milk the creators, though, because they basically have a monopoly. Yeah. But they are losing that monopoly.
They have a monopoly on the mass audience. They have a monopoly on the audience. Most people are used to pulling up Twitch and looking for streams. That's where the most amount of streamers are that you might watch per your category that you're looking at or interested in. So they have a very, very good discoverability platform. They're very good at recommending you streamers to watch. I mean, Kick does the same thing, but they just been around for a long time. People are comfortable with the interface, and it's just like at this point, it's very tough for people. Like it's tough for the audience to swap from one thing to another. Like. You don't even realize how much like this like gray and purple theme and everything works on you. I will say this. Worst part about Kick, guys, if you agree with this, one's in the chat if you agree with this. Twitch mobile, worst experience. The chat never works. I don't know what's going on with Twitch mobile, but the chat never works. Has that ever happened to you guys? I don't understand why my chat is always like frozen or behind or never working. Like it's just, I have to refresh it all the time. It's crazy. I'll type in there and I can't even see my own message. And I'm like, dude, the mobile Twitch experience, they gotta fix something with the chat. I don't know what it is, but I actually got this other app called Frosty. Frosty, it's better. The chat always works on there. But the Twitch app, I don't know what's going on with it. Something is up with it.
You know, back in the day, I'm genuinely there. Like, I honestly think Twitch can do what they want. They own streaming 99% of the market. But that 99% now has dropped drastically, you know. Twitch as a platform, I think, is going down statistically. I think people are earning more revenue as individuals. But platforms like YouTube are on the map.
Dude, I wonder if we could get like the top 50 RuneScape streamers to all swap to Kick, if that would work, if that would move the audience over, or if we would all just have to quit and go work somewhere else because nobody would watch. I wonder if that would like move everyone's audience over, because we would all make more money on Kick, but we'd have to have everyone go over. I don't know if it would work. Did they already try that? Well, they did try that. They tried moving. Foe actually declined a crazy offer or whatever. They pitched him a crazy offer, and Foe was like, "Nah, I'm not going." Isn't Oda on Kick? Yeah, he's on Kick. I don't like the Kick aesthetic. What is it? The green? They're basically copied Twitch's loadout, but I think the purple and gray is more soothing for some reason.
Kick is on the map. That was new. I don't know about Rumble, though. Rumble I know shit all about. I feel like it's legit YouTube, Twitch, and Kick only. But previously, Kick had, or Twitch, had 100% of the market. And then it slowly got chomped away, but now it's changing quite a bit. But yeah, Atty got chomped by Muffs, guys. Facebook, TikTok. I don't think real people are there, but I don't know. Stream on Rumble?
I don't think real people are there.
Rumble, bro.
Nice.
Twitch peaked with Ice Poseidon. Twitch peaked with H1Z1, man. I'll always say that. That was the absolute golden days of Twitch. Every streamer, no matter what game they played, were in H1Z1 lobbies together, man. It's insane money, these TikTok streamers. From what I know, TikTok pays nothing. It's garbage. Like, garbage. The platforms might have the money eventually, you know, because they might try and expand, but it'll be hard for them, so.
Yeah. All right. I don't think it's dying, but I think Kick is actually starting to steal some viewership.